Today we're taking a look at the TP-Link Tapo branded P125 Smart Wi-Fi Plug. TP-Link had reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a look at this. I was definitely interested. As far as my IoT smart home goes, it's not very smart. Most of my devices are not on smart plugs, and I don't actually have any smart switches either. The P125 Smart Kit looks like a nice budget offering that's going to feature a compact plug that won't block a second outlet. It'll support the Tapo app for configuration and remote use, as well as featuring support for Apple Homekit, Alexa, and Google Home. Since I haven't used too many of these before, it actually had occurred to me that I could set these schedules up to actually improve my space. I could set schedules to turn on things like fans for airflow and cooling. I could schedule phone charging to make sure that I don't overcharge or continuously charge any of my phones. And I can schedule lights to turn on when I'm home or not home, to kind of function as a security type deterrent. This is all pretty neat stuff. In my setup, I'm going to be using these smart Wi-Fi plugs in order to power on all of my studio lights simultaneously using one custom shortcut within the Tapo app. Right now, I have to walk into my studio area basically completely in the dark in order to flip on each of these 5 lights. It's very annoying, but it is necessary that I use these bulbs because I use a certain type of light bulb for the lighting on my set. After aggregating all of these lights into a few connections, I was able to plug them all into both of these smart plugs. Don't worry, they're all 9-watt LED bulbs. I could run all of these off of one single plug if I needed to. So after setting all of this up, I was able to turn on all of the lights at one time in my filming area before wandering into the set in the dark. This is actually a pretty big deal to me. I tend to leave my mobile light stands and tripod kind of wherever I tend to wrap up filming, so it can definitely be annoying bumping into them in the dark. For now, I'm not actually running a schedule for these lights. My filming schedule tends to be a little bit erratic, so what I ended up settling on was creating a custom shortcut within the Tapo app. I was actually able to chain together the functions for the left and the right smart plug. Right now I have them set to a basic on-off, not an on or an off, but an on-off. So what that means is when I tap the shortcut, they either all turn on if they're off, or if they're off, they all turn on. This was exactly what I was looking for, and it enables or disables all of the light simultaneously. I haven't actually set this up yet, but it did occur to me that I could use Google services or Google Home itself in conjunction with my Android phones to actually enable these with the voice commands. But for now, this is working pretty good for me. In terms of the specs for these plugs, they actually support up to 1800 watts of power. This is actually kind of nice. A lot of the other adapters don't quite go all the way to 1800 watts. The P125 Wi-Fi smart plugs are UL94V0 flame rated, and they only take up one outlet worth of space. The setup inside the app was pretty easy. No hub is required, but you do need to initially pair the plugs with Bluetooth to your phone in order to get them connected to your Wi-Fi network. I do like that these plugs are able to continue being controlled even if your internet goes out. If your phone is on the same network as the smart plugs, you'll be able to turn them on and off still, so long as your network is still up and running. The only future improvement that I would like to see to the P125 kit is the ability to monitor the power usage. I do think there are some scenarios where it could be useful for you to be able to see how much power is being drawn through the smart plug, because that would help you understand your energy consumption. So if you're looking for a budget set of Wi-Fi smart plugs that are easy to set up and configure, I would definitely recommend taking a look at the Tapo P125 kit.